2024 was the year of transformation, a year where I truly embraced the notion that falling is not the end, but rather an opportunity for rebirth. I call it the Phoenix Method, a strategy I meticulously crafted from my own experiences. It begins with acceptance, acknowledging the depths of despair, the weight of failure. From there, I gathered the ashes of my past, each fragment a lesson learned, a reminder of resilience. I focused on rebuilding, piece by piece, fostering a mindset that thrives on challenges rather than succumbing to them. With each setback, I harnessed the energy to rise, not just to my former self, but to a version of me that was stronger, wiser, and more determined. This journey taught me that resilience is not merely about bouncing back, it's about soaring higher than ever before. The Phoenix Method is not just a strategy, it's a testament to the human spirit's capacity to rise. Let me take you back. At the start of the year, I was stuck. Life wasn't just hard, it felt impossible. I had lost my focus, my confidence, and my drive. Each day blurred into the next, a cycle of monotony that drained me. I wandered through my routines, feeling like a ghost in my own life, searching for a flicker of purpose. I knew something had to change, but I didn't know where to start. I tried to push through the fog, but every effort felt futile. Then came the realization: I wasn't broken. I was just waiting for my spark. That moment of clarity ignited something within me. I began to explore, to reconnect with my passions, to embrace vulnerability. I discovered that change doesn't require perfection. It requires courage. With each small step, I reclaimed my narrative, rewriting the story of my life, one word at a time. I stood at the edge of my own chaos, a landscape littered with the remnants of my fears and failures. The first step in the Phoenix Method is simple: assess and accept. I realized that running from my problems only deepened the shadows they cast over my life. So, I took a deep breath and confronted the truth. I wrote down everything that was holding me back: each fear, each regret, each moment of self-doubt. No more hiding, just honesty. It was liberating and terrifying all at once, like standing naked in front of a mirror for the first time. I saw my insecurities, my missed opportunities, and the weight of expectations I had placed on myself. But in that raw vulnerability, I found clarity. Acceptance became my ally, transforming my pain into a catalyst for growth. I understood that only by acknowledging my struggles could I begin to rise anew. Next was ignite the spark. I began with small, deliberate changes, waking up just 30 minutes earlier than usual. It seemed insignificant at first, but that extra time became a sanctuary for clarity. I introduced the simple act of drinking water first thing in the morning, a refreshing ritual that awakened my senses and set a positive tone for the day. Then, I dedicated 5 precious minutes to jotting down my goals, each word a stepping stone towards my aspirations. These tiny wins, seemingly trivial, began to build an undeniable momentum. Each morning felt like a fresh canvas, allowing me to paint my intentions with purpose. Gradually, I noticed a shift in my mindset. I was no longer a passive participant in my life. I was igniting a spark, one small action at a time, transforming routine into a powerful catalyst for growth and achievement. This was just the beginning. The third step was to fuel the fire. I realized that investing in myself was not just a luxury, it was a necessity. Physically, I embraced fitness with a dedication that transformed my mornings into rituals of strength and resilience. Each drop of sweat was a testament to my commitment. Nutrition became my ally. I learned to nourish my body with intention, understanding that what I consumed shaped not just my physique, but my very mindset. Mentally, I delved into mindfulness practices, carving out moments of stillness amidst the chaos. It wasn't easy. There were days of doubt, fatigue, and temptation. Yet, every effort, every small victory, became a brick in the foundation of my growth. I emerged stronger, more balanced, more aware. This journey was not just about self-improvement. It was about igniting a fire within, one that fuels my passions and propels me toward my aspirations with unwavering determination. Step 4. Rise with purpose. For too long, I drifted through life, merely surviving, caught in the relentless cycle of routine and obligation. But then came the realization. I needed to shift my focus. I stopped accepting the mundane and began to pursue what truly mattered. Meaningful work became my compass, guiding me toward endeavors that ignited my passion and fulfilled my sense of purpose. I sought to build connections, not just for networking, but to foster genuine relationships that enrich both my life and the lives of others. I learned that giving back isn't merely a duty. It's a privilege. Each act of kindness, each moment of service, adds depth to my existence and creates ripples of change. I no longer wake up to face another day. I rise with intention, ready to embrace challenges, nurture relationships, and contribute to a world that desperately needs our collective light. And finally, soar. It's a phrase I've come to embrace, a mantra that echoes in my mind. Once I had the foundation, I realized the only thing holding me back was my own hesitation. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, that elusive, mythical time when everything aligns. Instead, I took bold steps toward my dreams, each one a declaration of my intent. I remember the fear, the doubt, but with every stride, I dismantled the chains of my past. I learned that my history, with all its missteps, didn't define me. My choices did. I chose to rise, to push through the noise, to believe in the possibility of flight. Each decision became a feather in my wings, lifting me higher. Now, as I look back, I see a journey marked not by the weight of my past, but by the exhilarating freedom of my future. Soar, I tell myself, soar. 2024 wasn't the year I found myself. It was the year I created myself. I used to believe that self-discovery was a passive journey, a waiting game where I'd eventually stumble upon the person I was meant to be. But I learned the hard way that transformation isn't about waiting. It's about action. The Phoenix Method isn't just a comeback story. It's a way of life, a blueprint for anyone who feels stuck in the ashes of their past. I embraced the fire, faced my fears, and emerged stronger, more vibrant than I ever thought possible. Each challenge became fuel, each setback a lesson. If I can do it, so can you. It's time to shed the old skin and rise anew. Ready to rise? Start your journey today. The Phoenix Method, because your best chapter is still ahead, waiting for you to write it. Don't just exist. Create your extraordinary life.